The first time I went up, you got to realize, bro, like they're not going to let you mess with something that puts electricity in 20 million homes. And so when I went up there, I only had a short span of time. So my brain is like, shoot, if I don't get this in 20 minutes, I got to come down. If I don't get this, so right there, I'm overthinking.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Party Chat. I'm Ben. This is my co-host Grady.
What up?
And tonight, we have done a podcasting juggernaut. And we have the biggest guest of the day right here with us. You guys know him. House of Highlights fans know him. We post him all the time because he's always doing some crazy shit, making some insane shots on some insane hoops. He's worked with some of the biggest names in the game, not just hoopers either. I mean, we're talking Drake. We're talking all kinds of rappers. Saw Trippie Redd. I saw Wiz Khalifa on the feed. Worked with a ton of celebrities, none other than Chris Matthews. You know him as Lethal Shooter. What's up, bro?
Man, thank you for having me, man. I'm really excited. I see you guys' videos, and I'm excited to talk.
Hell yeah, dude. You've been all over the map, huh? You just got back from Kenya?
Got back from Kenya, shooting against the turbine. Had to take the content to the next level.
That's crazy.
I'm doing some more wild stuff next month, so it's about just taking the content to the next level so House of Highlights can mess with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we love it, dude. I mean, I was worried for your health and safety seeing that video.
As you should. I mean, I don't know if I'm able to say this, but it wasn't like I had a rope on. I didn't have anything to stop me. So
yeah, that's wild.
I risk it for the content.
There's no safety rules over there, I imagine.
Nah, not for Lethal Shooter.
All right, well, this is called Party Chat. This is the Party Chat button. We like to get right into it. So every time we smash this button, we're going to make it look cool.
Okay.
And that breaks it up to individual clips, individual segments. So every time we press the button, we're going to ask you a different question. You ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go. Want to go?
Yeah. They sub you into a 4v5 NBA game.
Okay.
So 9 NBA players plus you.
Okay.
You get to play all-time offense.
Oh, that's good.
How many points you putting up?
And I don't have to play defense.
You don't have to play defense.
What 20.
Yeah, 20?
Yeah, 20. Because you got to be, these guys are the best in the world. I mean, they're not bums. But if I'm not playing defense, now, if I have to play defense in the whole NBA game, I'm going to score like 4 points.
Wow.
I'm going to score
not
4
scrappy
points.
enough.
Where are those points coming from? Corner threes or what?
Well, corner three, that means I have to make 1 3 and make a free throw. I'll say I probably get one in transition. I'll sneak in a layup and then probably a mid-range jump shot. Because today's NBA is really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. So, and you just said off camera that, and we're filming this before the finals.
Yep.
Like day before the finals.
Yeah.
So, last 4 years, you've had a client win the finals.
Yep. I've had a client in the finals. Absolutely.
You need Jaylen Brown.
I need
to win the finals.
I need the
this
Celtics
year.
to win. So if you told me right now, Chris, for the Celtics to win, I need you to give me your pinky. I'll chop off my pinky right now, man.
Oh my God.
That's how bad I want this. Because I want my clients to win. You know what I mean?
All right, yeah, we don't need you to do that.
Are you sure?
But what is your finals prediction?
I mean, Luka's my guy. As you guys know, me and him just had a shoe release together. I love him. I love Mark Cuban because I train Mark Cuban.
Totally.
I love Nico. He's the guy that gave me one of my biggest opportunities with Nike. But it's my client, Jaylen. I mean, I've been training this guy for 2 years. Basketball gods, please let the Celtics win.
Totally. All right, cool. Here we go. What is the most amount of 3-pointers that you've made in a row?
Probably about 85 NBA threes in a row.
Wow.
I was training.
My God.
I was training for Run the Racks, the world record that I broke with Red Bull. And I was shooting one of my interns. His name's Andrew, but I was shooting on live. And he was counting. And I was like, holy shit. When he kept going higher and higher, my anxiety kicked in and I missed. But I made 85 straight in a row.
Can you tell pretty much every time when the ball leaves your hand that it's going in?
Well, even if the ball doesn't feel like it's going in, I think it's going to go in. To be one of the best shooters in the world, humbly saying that, it's about confidence. It's about every time you're doing something, you believe it's going to happen. So if Tiger Woods swings it, he thinks every time it's going to be a hole-in-one. That's how I am when I shoot. When you saw the turbine content, of course I'm going to miss some, but every single shot that I took, I mentally think I'm going to make it.
Got it.
What are the top 3 craziest NBA shooting forms?
I'll say these guys are good friends of mine, of course, but I say Joakim Noah. He had a crazy shooting form. Sean Marion had a crazy shooting form. And there's a guy, I think, now in the Blazers. People were tagging me his content from the free throw line. I think he played at UCLA or something, and he had like a wicked shooting for him. But to be crazy is those are guys that I would love to help.
Yeah.
You know, when I see those type of guys shoot the basketball, I'm infatuated and I get I don't want to sound crazy, but psychopathic, where it's like I go and watch all their content to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those are basically 3 guys. But I know right now that guy what's his name from the Blazers?
Moses.
He's a
Brown?
center.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would really love to help him with his free throws. I think when he shoots it, he comes out with the ball and takes his guy hand off of the ball. And I would love to reconstruct his entire shot.
What's wrong with mine?
Let me see. Well, I can tell a lot when you shoot, you hit the front rim.
Yeah.
Because the way your shooting form is, your guy hand is a little crippled. Oh. So we gotta make it strong and build some confidence in it. And the way you even shot that,
Making fun of a cripple right now?
no, absolutely not. But the one thing I want to say is the way you shot that, you didn't have confidence. If you'd have put the mic down and you'd have shot it with
I hate
confidence,
myself, dude. Now I do for sure.
Wait, I kind of want to try that. All right.
Let me see yours. All right, you're already overthinking. I don't like it. But I do like the shooting window. But once again, I can tell you have a little bit of touch though. And I can tell
What the
you.
fuck is this, dude?
And I can tell that you have a good compact shot. It's not really consistent because you're probably not shooting every day.
Right.
But I can tell once you start getting a good touch, that ball's going in. Am I wrong?
I'm all follow through.
Am I wrong though?
No, you're not wrong.
I'm never wrong with this. This is why I get paid the big bucks.
I'm all follow through, to be honest.
Bro, I just got lethaled.
I'm gonna use that.
Oh wait, it's your turn.
Yeah. So I'm gonna name some of your greatest trick shots.
Okay.
And I want you to rank their difficulty out of 10.
Okay.
10 being the hardest.
Okay.
The hoop of knives.
Ooh, a 10. So the reason why I was a 10 is because I actually only bought 2 basketballs there.
Oh wow.
And I didn't think it was going to be that hard. And the first basketball bust really, really fast. And I didn't expect that to happen. So the other times I was shooting seriously that you saw on film, I was really making all those shots. I think a Amazon truck went by and I made a shot. I had to tap in because the time of day it was, I wasn't going to be able to go buy a basketball, especially when we were filming. So that was a rough one.
Damn. Yeah. All right. The wind turbine shot you just did.
That was extremely hard. So I only had a few basketballs, so there's no practice. The first time I went up, you got to realize, bro, like this is something that you can't, they're not going to let you mess with something that puts electricity in 20 million homes, if that makes sense.
Right.
So when I went up there, I only had a short span of time. So my brain is like, shoot, if I don't get this in 20 minutes, I got to come down. If I don't get this, so right there, I'm overthinking.
Wow.
So when I went up there, I couldn't practice. So the first time I went up, I missed all 10 basketballs. But the second 2 times I went up, bro, I probably made it so many times. But the thing about content is, it's no need to show it over and over and over the ball going in. So we only showed 3 for Red Bull. But after that, I started killing it, bro. It's like shooting from half court too, with the turbine going like that. Shooting from half court.
How many consecutive half quarters have you made in your life?
I never really tried to do something like that. But me personally, if I shot 10 in a row, I can make like 3 or 4.
All right.
You know, in
There
a
you
row.
go.
I could probably make like 5 or 6.
Wow.
So-
You're lethal. I should interview you.
Yeah, we can flip this around. What about the treadmill shot?
That was really hard. So when I first,
Wait, sorry. Out of 10, wind turbine shot. What was
12.
12. Oh
Yeah,
God.
because you got to realize people didn't see it. The wind turbine, the wind is up there. People are like, oh, it's AI because your jacket wasn't moving. A wind turbine, if I'm over here, it's not windy. The crazy people in the comments saying that it was an AI. Why would Lethal Shooter go up there and shoot AI?
Right.
But me personally, the reason why I say it's higher than a 10 is because the risk of danger.
Yeah.
You know, it was moving around. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was literally so nervous my butt cheeks were shaking.
Oh my God.
No, because bro, I'm up there. I'm scared. You know what I mean? But then when I realized, bro, I'm a Lethal Shooter. I got to make these shots. Then I start. I mean, not saying it from a cocky standpoint.
No,
It's like,
no,
I don't have time for nervousness.
Confidence.
Yeah, I was confident. You know what I mean? I had to relax myself. My butt cheeks shouldn't be shaking.
Get those,
Right.
get those cheeks
Stabilize
firm,
the
dude.
cheeks.
So treadmill shot.
That was hard too. You know, I don't want to keep saying everything is a 10, but that was a 10.
Okay.
The reason why I was a 10 was how many people that you know are running on something stationary, then they have to focus and shoot on a double rim consistently. So if you notice with my content with there, it wasn't like I was making 1 shot or 2. I'm making like 4 or 5 or 6 in a row. And did you see the content on the treadmill where I was dribbling and shooting at the same time? So like that's hard. Isn't it that saying where it's like you're like doing this with your belly at the same time?
Yeah.
That's how that was at first. I had to figure it out. Yeah. I don't know. That was right?
All right.
All right.
Perfect form. Hoop of nails.
Well, which one are we talking? Because I thought I said that in the first one.
The nail. What was just the nails pointing up, not the knives?
Okay.
It was different, right?
Okay, the knives one was easier. The hoops of nails, the one you're talking about, that was the wood one, right?
Yeah.
That was
With
the
the
one.
backboard with the
That
nails
was
on.
the one that I said that was the only had the 2 balls.
Oh,
but the
gotcha.
hoops of nails was actually easier because the way the backdrop was, people didn't see the backdrop. The backdrop wasn't really far.
Got
So
it.
when I shot in that room, I was killing it. I'm gonna tell my followers something that I never tell people that my content guy knows. I actually made 95% of those shots, and I just missed on purpose just for content.
Whoa, that's sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of times that I do content where, humbly saying this, the content's done, but it's like people want to see me
Right.
miss or bust a ball.
Yeah.
So it's like
Especially
I tell,
after you roast my jump shot for me, I want to see you miss.
but guess what? I'll give you a free workout, man.
Oh,
a free
wow.
workout
I
in the
need
house.
that. I need
Whoa.
that.
Yeah.
I've been playing out at a court in Venice. I heard the professor's out there a lot.
Okay.
But I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna cook him up when he's out
Yeah.
there.
Hey man, with my training, you'll be able to play. I don't know about the
That's my
professor. He
dog.
might make you fall, but
All right, you've
jump
won-
shot wise, you have a jumper.
You've won me back over. The barbed wire rim.
The barbed wire rim. Which one was that?
I think it was barbed wire. It looked like razors they all went up in like
So that one was really hard because I had to shoot flat. So if you notice, the hole wasn't at the top. See, this is what people have to understand, where my craziness comes from. That rim, you're not shooting arc, you're shooting straight.
Right.
So the reason why I did that's another level of difficulty. And we put blades right there, razor blades, because you can't cheat a razor blade, bro. It's
Yeah.
gonna burst the basketball.
Yeah.
So once again, humbly saying this, I crushed it.
Yeah.
But if you notice with the content, I just shot it straight. And the reason why I do this too is to show people these rims are serious. Like this is not fake.
Yeah.
Where
Right.
if I have a bunch of basketballs and I'm hitting the rim, the ball won't burst or the ball won't get harmed.
Right.
So I do that to show people that this is no joke.
All right.
I think
10.
it's a great hook
You've
to
nerfed-
every video.
You've
Yeah.
nerfed yourself. All right, that's great.
All right. You ever play NBA 2K?
I do.
All right. If you had to pick 3 NBA 2K stats that you could have a 99 in real life,
Right. Oof.
what would you pick?
So what you guys know, it's a blessing. There's a lethal hotspot in NBA 2K, and I have my own gym.
Oh.
So we got to go with the 99 jump shot, and we got to go with the lethal jump shot. But me personally, in real life, I feel like if I had a 99 in a jumper, 99 in ball handling, and a 99 in athleticism,
Yeah.
how do you stop that?
Yeah.
How do you
know?
do?
Yeah, you probably need to bring a weapon with you.
That's a triple threat.
That's a triple threat. So that's what I'll go with. You get what I mean? So,
I would go 99 dunking because I've never dunked in my life.
But yeah. Damn. You're like, how tall are you though?
6'1", 6'2".
can't dunk?
No, I can't.
tall are you?
I've
I'm
come.
like 6'4".
I can like I can like put it up and grab the rim, but I've never been able to dunk.
Yikes, man. Sorry, I feel bad for you. Man. Well, I know
Doesn't
you
have
can't
bunch-
dunk, bro.
No,
How
I
tall are
can't
you?
dunk, dude. Take it easy. God dang, bro. I'm catching strays.
I mean, but I could tell you're fast though. You're
Yeah,
solid, bro.
That's my guy.
You're solid. I could tell and
right.
you're strong.
Dude, I still
How
haven't
would-
made my
how-
mind up on you yet.
How would you train me to dunk? Like, what do you
So
teach people to
basically,
dunk?
respectfully, this is out of love. I could tell you have weak legs. You know what I mean? So what I would do is
I
I'll make
felt the love when you said that.
I'll have you do like sand workouts.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
you do hill workouts where you're running uphill. A lot of squats, but not with a lot of weight. You get what I mean? People think squatting a lot of weight is what helps you get athleticism.
Yes.
So when I'm training Jaylen or I'm training like an Anthony Davis or when I was with let's do a Sabonis when we're training those type of guys, or Grayson Allen or Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, et cetera, or Bobby Portis. These guys aren't squatting a lot of weight. It's
Yeah.
about getting a lot of reps.
Yeah.
So somebody like you, which I'm saying, we need to build up those calves.
Yeah.
Your calves are begging to be worked on.
Yeah, I
You know what I
agree.
mean? So and we'll build up your thighs as well.
Okay.
And that'll give you that confidence you need for explosion. Because you're long, man. You
Yeah,
might
yeah.
be 6'1", but your wingspan is looking what, 6'5", 6'6"?
Dude, that's insane that you figured that out.
Well, I'm a
because
scout.
so
You
many
guys know that,
people.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I scout for Nike. That's my job. So like,
Yeah.
it's a reason why I
Put in a good word for
Bro,
us.
that is crazy that
maybe.
you said that because my whole life, anytime I play
Yeah.
in a 5v5 or a 1v1 basketball game, against a new person, I always block their first shot.
I can see that.
I always
see that.
because they put it up and they think they have the distance, but I have a really long arms.
Well, and you have a good quick twitch, so you might not have bounce, but I can tell respectfully you might not be how do I explain it? Fundamentally organized on a basketball court, but I can. Athletic.
That was the nicest way anyone's ever said that to me.
But I can tell with your frame, you can do stuff sometimes. You're like, oh shit, I just blocked that, or I just did.
Yeah.
But I could tell that. But I could tell with the right work, bro. You're a good specimen.
I appreciate that.
when you're working with Jaylen or Caldwell Pope or any of these like huge name superstar NBA guys, are you this honest with them?
Well, you have to be, because people see my content and think that's Lethal Shooter. No, the trainer, that's Lethal Shooter. So remember, I'm honest with them, because just like your teacher or your master in teaching, whoever teaches you in life, if they're not honest with you, you're never going to be able to perfect your craft.
Yeah.
So, let's do a good example. Let's do Grayson Allen.
Yeah.
This summer when we were working out, I told him you're going to finish number 1 in the NBA 3-point percentage, because how hard you're going, and I'm not going to let up. I'm going to fuck you up all these workouts because I believe in you and I love you.
Yeah.
And look at Grayson. He smashed it this year. And it's not because just of me. It's his hard work, of course. And we've been training for the last 2.5 years, but I saw how he was and how I was trying to disrupt him so much in the workouts, but I couldn't get to him. And when I can't get to my client, I never tell him that. That's a trick. So if I can't get through to you, like I'm trying to break you, I never tell you that I can't get through. I still try to get up under your skin. If that makes sense. I couldn't, and I could tell that's how locked in Grayson was.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And that's why he finished number 1.
That's a hell yeah, dude.
What is one thing that you have a client, like they're about to go to the NBA Finals, or they're about to hit a very important part of their career, play in a very important game? What's kind of like your go-to, like, hey, I just got to text my guy this?
So like let's use Jaylen for example. So Jaylen's by far one of the most mellow people in the world, and guess what? I've learned more from Jaylen than he's learned from me, of course, because mine is just sports. I've learned about life. I've learned about business. I've learned about fashion through Jaylen. But the one thing I can say, when my clients are going into the finals, the one thing I always do is I revert back to the start. Why did you hire me? Why did you work this hard in Spain, in Bahrain? He took me to England. He took me all over the world to train. Did you waste my time? Or were you really serious about this? Are you trying to look cool as a shooter, or are you going to be militant? When you have 50 points, are you too cool to do the fundamentals that I show you, or you're already thinking you've arrived? You arrive when that ring gets on your finger. And that's the same thing, humbly saying this, when KCP and Danny Green and Anthony Davis and Avery Bradley won their title that year, that's what I'm saying to him. When Bobby Portis and Grayson won it that year, that's what I'm telling to him. When KCP and Michael Porter won it last year, that's what I'm saying to them. You haven't arrived because you got to the finals. You arrived when the task is done. That's the one thing I'm reminding Jaylen. They didn't put you on those teams that know the world doesn't believe in you, but I believe in you, because that's why I devoted my entire summer to you. Not because, I just want to travel and hang out with an NBA player. No.
Right.
I sacrificed leaving my family. I sacrificed going all around the world because I believe that you can do something that you've never done before. And I'm here with you to the end, win or lose.
Love that.
What I mean? That's what I'm telling my guys.
I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped
you
up.
better
on
be.
that. Yeah.
This is the real deal, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right, so Shaq said this a while back, and I want to know what your stance is on it. There's the whole debate on lowering the rims in the WNBA so that dunking becomes a bigger part of the W. What do you think?
Me personally, Shaquille O'Neal, he's one of the best basketball minds in the world. But the world that we live in today, I feel like when we say stuff like that, we make that sport feel like sometimes they can't do what we do, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I feel like, no, it's not that the rim is lower. It's that the support wasn't there. It's just the media wasn't there. It's just the brands weren't there. And it's the same rim as this year, but look at the support. Look at the media. Look at the everybody's that's doing. It wasn't the rim being lowered for entertainment. It was just people understand that women might have more fundamental than men. Because if you look at a man, so when he's going to the basket, he doesn't really have to do so much fundamental because he's just taking off.
Right.
But women, if you really took the time to watch women's basketball, you can learn, because the stuff that they're doing is extremely hard. A lot of my clients, I tell them, if you really want to master the game, watch women's basketball, because they do things sometimes right more than the men, because the men sometimes are sloppy because of athleticism.
Yeah.
So me personally, WNBA, the NBA, they're gonna get this cool stuff, the 360s and all that type of stuff. But when it comes to basketball, Man, the WNBA, they're playing the basketball the right way. I'm a big fan.
I also think people just really don't realize how much any sport needs a face.
Yeah.
Like like Conor McGregor turned the UFC
Man.
into what it was.
Good example.
Floyd Mayweather, carried on the boxing thing. Even MJ in the 90s, launched the NBA.
Yes.
Really. Like, I feel like, Messi
And Mahomes
has,
right now with the NFL.
Yeah.
Good example.
Yeah.
So I just feel like Caitlin Clark coming in is like huge. Like, this is their moment. It doesn't
I
make
agree.
it any worse or better. It's just
Yeah,
like
I mean,
every league has that.
They have a full class of like Angel Reese
Oh
too,
my
Cameron
God.
Brink.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And I train her. So, the one thing I can say about Angel, I know her personally, I know Cameron as well personally. These are, what is the word I'm trying to use? Generational talents? Is that what I'm trying to say? What has happened is Cameron any different than Lisa Leslie or Candace Parker? No. Is Caitlin Clark any different than, let's say, Dawn
Staley?
No. She didn't really shoot as many threes. Let's say a Sue Bird. Is she any different than her? No. It's social media. Imagine if social media was around when Sue Bird was around.
Yeah.
When Lisa Leslie was around. Lisa Leslie, didn't she score 100 points one time? All due respect to Caitlin and all due respect to Cameron, because I know them at Angel. They're not scoring 100 points.
Right.
Do you get where I'm coming from? So the thing I'm trying to say is the evolution of the world has changed different sports to see the value of things because so many eyes are on it. And I'm
Right.
happy because women deserve this type of respect, bro.
Heck
They
yeah.
deserve it.
If you had to choose of the class that we just talked about,
Okay.
The new class in the WNBA,
Yep.
to be on the cover of 2K, who would you pick?
I would say, and it could be a rookie.
It could be anybody.
I'll just say it's either Caitlin Clark or Angel because, man, they're being attacked like Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas back in the day with media. They can't do anything wrong right now. Like they got to wear stuff the same way. They got to look a
Right.
certain type of way. People making fun. Like the type of pressure that these two young women have, it has to be either or. If I had to go with one, I'll say right now, that's a tough one, man. I don't know.
I think dual cover.
Oh,
them
shit. Is it
staring.
okay if I say that?
Them staring each
Absolutely.
other down.
I like that, like a boxing match.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wait, you should say it though, not him.
Okay, I think honestly we should do like both of them on the cover.
Yeah.
Because right now
It's a sick idea that you just had.
Thank you. Man. I mean, I like to take credit for my own ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nice, you got one.
Yeah, I got one. What's up with Akron, Ohio? What's in the water over there? Steph Curry, LeBron James, me, all born in Akron Rainbow Babies Hospital. What do you think goes on over there that just produces
Right.
great basketball players?
Well, those two guys are definitely living legends, guys that have really changed the game.
Yeah, those two.
I think you were probably born on a different floor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? You're one
Yeah.
of the guys like, hey, he's here. Yeah, put him to the side. LeBron's coming through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for you to say
Probably.
that you were born in that same hospital, man, you're a living legend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look what you're doing now. You might not be jumping 40 inches off the ground.
No.
You might not be dunking.
He was
You
premature, I
You
think.
might can't shoot from NBA 3. But hey, you got one of the best
premature.
podcasts in the world.
What are the hottest cities for NBA players to come out of? What's like the South Florida?
Well, I'm from DC, so I always got to go with the DMV. I feel like the DMV produces some of the best talent in the world. Me personally, I think LA does a great job. Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago's sweet.
New York does a great job of it.
Street
in
ball.
basketball.
Yeah.
Street ball. Yeah, respectful to New York. Don't get it
Yeah,
messed up.
yeah.
New York has great talent, but street ball wise, absolutely. But when it comes to that, I think those are the creme de la creme for pros. Because if you look at college, I don't know the percentage. Maybe you can pull that up when I'm talking. You can show it on the side. But the DMV produces the most D1 talent in the world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's because they go off population, I think.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So if you look at that, the DMV is producing some of the best talent in the world.
Why do you think that is? Just a culture?
Training. The way that we learn there is all fundamentals. I got a question for you. Do you think Kevin Durant over dribbles?
No.
No, it's very fundamental.
He takes like 2 steps to get down the court.
Well, we played in the same high school together. So
No way.
Yeah, we played in the same high school team together for 2 years. Went to the championship, won one. We were 27-3. But the one thing I can say about players from the DMV, everything is fundamental. There's no over dribbling.
Yeah.
But if you look at other cities, some of them are known for over dribbling. Some of them are known for just being defenders. Some of them are known for just acting hard or something like that. But the DMV is known for just being bona fide killers on the basketball court.
When did KD start the burner account Was it in high school or was it after?
Well, everybody has a burner. You know what I mean? You know
I have
what
a
I mean?
burner.
I mean, I don't have a burner. You know what I mean?
Me neither.
You know, I got a wife and 2 kids. But before I had my wife and 2 kids, I mean, I had a few burners. You know?
Fair enough.
Shoot, you know, when somebody says something about me, I go through the burner page, come to the back end.
You dirty dog. All right, I got one. You want to say something?
I was just gonna ask. There was like all those facts and stats about Katie's bench that he couldn't like bench a lot.
Yeah.
Is that true? And
Yeah.
like, is that with a lot of NBA players? Like their arms are so long they just can't bench.
Yeah, well, even in high school, Kevin Durant didn't bench a lot of weight. But if you look at the best athletes in the world, let's talk about LeBron James. LeBron
Yeah.
James is not about benching. Dwight Howard, when I trained him 6 years ago, it's not about benching.
Right.
It's about bands. A lot of people think a lot of weight, it shows how strong you are. No, it's band work. It's about taking good care of your body now. Back in the old days, back in the 90s and the late
Pliability.
Yes, and that's the key. So like that's the real strength. So you remember back in the old NBA, it's about being, you know, real strong. It's not
Yeah.
like that anymore. You'll get killed in the pick and roll. Imagine, let's respectfully do this because I saw a big argument with Draymond and Shaquille O'Neal. Draymond said, "We will kill you in the pick and roll." Shaquille O'Neal is one of the best bigs of all time.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to stop Shaquille O'Neal on offense. But on defense, I agree with Draymond that on a pick and roll, it will be hard for Shaquille O'Neal to stop those pick and rolls because I got a question for you guys. Who's as big as Shaquille O'Neal in today's NBA basketball?
Yeah, it's hard to think.
No
hard.
one.
But
Maybe
the-
like Zion.
But the good thing about the evolution of basketball, if Shaquille O'Neal was in this era, he wouldn't have been that big. So imagine if Shaquille O'Neal would have been the size at LSU in the NBA in today's age. He would kill everybody.
Yeah.
Because that's what people's brains don't realize. People say, oh, if this person was in this era, he's in that era, he'll do this. No, the era's different.
Yeah.
Everything was different. You know
I
what
agree.
I mean? Yeah.
I think that era is like we'll look at highlights of that era all the time, like in LeBron's like early years too.
Yeah.
Because I think as basketball progresses, we're just getting more people like, not that it's a bad thing, but like
Yeah.
Jokic and Wemby, who are like just these literal freaks of nature that play basketball in this weird way.
I got a question for you. If Jokic looked like that in the 90s, what would people say?
Oh, they'd be like,
Go ahead.
like unathletic.
Come on.
and
But look at today's world where a player like that can do what he's doing. It's
Right.
not about the looks anymore. It's about what you can do. You get wrong. Can Wemby go back in 1993, 96, I apologize, and play against the bad boy Pistons? Could he?
I have no idea. Probably
No,
not. Yeah.
because the rules, because what they were allowing, because what the
interesting.
players. Do you realize what those centers would have done to Wemby? He wouldn't have survived a week.
They would have broke him.
Yes, but look at.
Broken
But that's what I'm
ribs.
trying to say. Is all
Yeah,
different
yeah.
stuff that has changed. We would have to change Wemby's entire body.
Or
man.
Shaq
Timing.
on Wemby would be.
Oh my God!
Insane.
It would be murder.
Yeah, it would be murder. It would be murder. Go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to name some horse matchups, and you're going to tell me who wins.
Okay.
Ronnie 2K versus Adam Silver.
And horse.
Yeah. Commish.
Well, Adam's my guy. He's the guy that, makes me the face of some NBA stuff, and then Ronnie made me the face of 2K. You guys are putting me in some.
Wow.
You think Ronnie and Adam? You think they're gonna see this?
They might.
I know Adam well, but I don't know about Ronnie.
Yeah, I'll probably text Adam right after this.
Gotta go with Ronnie. I don't think Adam's on social media.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, fair enough. You versus Caitlin Clark.
What are we doing?
You're shooting. You have to shoot beyond the arc.
Is it racks? Is it just catch and shoot? Is it just, what is it?
No, it's just a game of horse.
A game of horse, you're shooting threes?
Yeah.
I gotta go with myself, man.
All right.
Yeah.
You get the trick shots.
Now, when it comes to competitive basketball right now, because I'm a trainer and I haven't been playing 5-on-5, in a 5-on-5 game, I think she can outshoot me. When it
Okay.
comes to racks right now, because that's my profession, I have the world record
Yeah,
right now. I don't respectfully, I don't have anybody in the world beating me off the rack.
Yeah.
Like my brain, I'm like, the way that you wake up and walk.
Not even Steph.
Well, you have
like
to
a pro
realize
versus a freestyler.
It's what Steph does with the NBA racks is totally different than what I do, and I can't say that I'll beat Steph, but I tell you, he's one of my good friends. It's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're looking eye to eye.
Steph versus Sabrina.
What are they doing? Racks? Because he beat her
Just
already.
a game of horse. Anywhere on the court.
I don't know, man. Sabrina scared me, man. She was shooting that thing.
Yeah, I thought she had it.
thought she had me. A game of horse, that'll take all night, man. You got to they got to be blindfolded or something, because what she did, she kind of showed us that she might could shoot better than a lot of percentage of the NBA players, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I agree.
That was
So who wins? If you
Steph
had to
Curry.
pick. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. T-Jazz versus Dude Perfect. All the guys in Dude Perfect. They take turns.
Man, what T-Jazz is doing, man, Jesus Christ. I mean, Dude Perfect. I mean, they're doing some insane stuff, but T-Jazz, I think today he just made a shot on the roof
Yeah, I
down to the
saw
Celtics court. I mean, he's like lethal. He's like me.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Me and T-Jazz versus Dude Perfect.
Okay.
I like that.
Come on.
And
I'm going with us.
fair enough.
Yeah. But don't get it messed up. The stuff that Dude Perfect is doing is next level.
Yeah.
Respect those guys.
Ben Simmons versus Lonzo Ball.
What are they doing?
Horse.
What are they doing at Horse? Because Ben Simmons could just do all dunks.
No dunks allowed.
I got to go with the guard.
Yeah.
Lonzo, I got to go with the guard, because guards are way more a little bit creative than bigs.
What's your go-to shot in Horse? Say you want to go for the kill on E.
Humbly saying this, I can make half-court shots really easy. And he's seeing it a lot too. I mean, I can.
That's boring, dude. Give me something better.
That's easy. I'll say a full-court shot. Easy.
Oh,
There you go.
One hand.
that's less boring.
Yeah. Pretty
sick.
easy.
All right. I got 2 more. I'm going to do them rapid fire. You get 10 NBA threes.
Okay.
If you make 9, you win $1 million.
That's easy.
But if you miss 2, you go to jail for 10 years. Do you take that challenge? Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Nobody's guarding me, right?
Yeah, no one's guarding you.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you miss
kidding
2,
Bro, I get 10 NBA threes. Nobody's guarding me. I can pick any spot I want.
Yep.
And somebody's throwing me the ball in rhythm.
Whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Bro, yes.
all right.
I think
that's
I
sweet.
would do 1. I would take the challenge at 1. I think I could make 1 out of 10.
1 of
Bro.
10.
With
Bro.
that pressure?
No,
Bro,
it's a lot of pressure.
Well, for me, I'm not a professional shooter.
That's a lot of pressure, Mr. Lethal.
missing. I get 2 misses.
2 misses.
Bro, yes.
Or you can't miss twice. You
Oh shit, yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I want in.
All right,
Won't you guys put up a pot?
Following up with that. Okay. Why do NBA players not make 30 out of 33 pointers in those competitions?
Which competition?
Like the 3-point
It's
contest.
hard.
But can't they make like 100 in a row unguarded?
It's different, bro.
Why is it different?
Me sitting in place in rhythm. That's why I said I risk going to jail for 50 years for 10 of those. Me shooting in rhythm, just shooting, bro. I humbly say this, bro. I could eat dinner and shoot threes, but moving, the mind, the breathing, the eye coordination, the bro, to shoot off a rack. Do you know how hard that is?
So it's the moving the spots.
It's extremely hard, bro. Like that's why I did for what I did for my content. I mean, for my followers to break that record, because I had to show my followers. People like, well, Lethal, he's just a content guy. Bro, I played D1. I played in Pac-10. I played in Atlantic 10.
Damn.
In Atlantic 10, I was number 1 in the conference in threes made my senior year. Top 5 in the nation in 3-pointers made, bro.
Yeah.
So it's like people are so delusional. Not saying you are. With sometimes
agree.
with these athletes are doing. Bro, hear about this. My senior year, I broke all the records at St. Bonaventure that people took 4 years to break. I broke them in 1 year. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Oh, yeah.
But that's what when people see my content, they think, oh, Lethal, what he's doing is easy. You know what? Go make a paper ball in a straw. You know what? Go, not being funny, go shoot in a blender or something like that.
Right.
This content is easy. What T-Jazz is doing, that's extremely hard. So
Yeah.
not saying with you, but when you get a fan respectfully that can't even play at 24-hour fitness, that they can't do something, then they're online saying, oh, this person can't shoot in a rack because he's not good. No, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this stuff is extremely hard.
But
bro.
I always wonder that. I guess that makes a lot more sense. Like, because you always hear stories like, well, this guy can make like 100 in a row. And it's like, well, I was like, why can't they make 30 in a row? And it's because of the rhythm. Like, if you get in rhythm and you're in the same spot, that's when you can make 100 in a row.
Bro, in a row, if I took 300 3-pointers and I didn't have to rush, let's say I was able to shoot, take a break maybe at 50 every time, bro, I could probably make 283s in a row.
Wow.
You're taking breaks though?
I would have to take a break. Because you got to realize right now, my brain isn't programmed and trained for a lot of shots. My brain is programmed for racks.
Fair.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking about like bands, do you feel like some of these younger kids like who are like worried about social media and stuff that like maybe they got their mind on the wrong type of bands?
Well, I think the kids of this era, they're focused on the wrong things in general. They shouldn't be focused on social media.
Yeah.
I think a lot of these kids are missing their greatness because they're worried about social media.
TikTok dances.
I mean, I'm not gonna go against that because one of our Nike guys, I think he's at Duke. What's his name?
Jared
Yeah.
McCain.
Listen,
The man.
Let me
I
tell
love
you something.
Jared
Let me tell you
McCain.
guys something. If I'm a coach and you're doing the damn moonwalk, but you're scoring 40% from three and you're averaging 16 points and you're taking us to the NCAA Final Four Sweet 16, I don't care what you do.
Right.
But if you're not producing the way you need to produce, they're lucky I'm not a college coach. Because if you're not producing the way you need to produce, you're getting a social media manager and we're deleting that app from your phone. Because I feel like so many players now are distracted by that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to lock in, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's your bracket percentage? Are you able to predict pretty well?
I'm really bad with NCAA brackets.
Okay.
All
right.
But yeah, sorry guys.
All right, I got a couple rapid fire for you. What's the greatest shot in NBA history?
The greatest shot in NBA history was probably when Michael Jordan hit that shot on Craig Elo.
Can you walk us through it?
So basically, Michael Jordan comes down. He's chewing his gum. He sees the bait. Respectfully to Craig Elo, he's somebody that know damn well he shouldn't have been guarding Michael Jordan. So in his mind, he's thinking, oh my God, I'm guarding Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan sees him. He sees filet mignon. So he dribbles the ball going left. He knows he's going to shoot the basketball. He looks at the clock. He goes up. He already knows the shot goes through. He lands. Craig Elo falls on the ground. He knows his life's done. Back then, there was no social media. So all he had to do was probably answer a few questions to a few people, then his life's over. But
there's no House of Highlights.
if you see Craig Elo now, remember, this is all due respect. What is everybody's going to remember him for?
Yeah.
The
Falling
shot.
down.
Michael Jordan lands. He pumps those fists. Now, and I got a question for you. When people hit game winners now, is that the same celebration they do?
Pumping fists.
When Michael Jordan was doing that?
What?
No, it looks old.
Ant was
It looks old to you?
Yeah, it looks
Ant
old.
was like telling people to.
So I got a question for you. When Ant did that, can any kid do that in the EYBL
No.
circle? No.
Never.
Now, I got a question for you, for the real hoopers. How many hoopers have hit game winners and was like, yeah, let's go?
A ton.
Who'd it come from?
Oh,
MJ.
Do you think Jordan started
I'm not
the
saying
fist
Jordan
pump?
was the first one to do it, but that was so iconic how he did it.
Yeah.
You get where I'm coming
What's your
from?
favorite
Translated
celebration?
Tiger.
What's your
I
go-to?
wasn't really a celebrator. So the one thing about me was...
You're just a basketball guy.
Yeah, and I'm humbly saying this. I have games where I made 12 NBA threes in a row, bro. Like pro games overseas but I felt if I did certain stuff, I would lose focus, if that makes sense. I would celebrate after the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I was afraid to do certain type of stuff because my coaches, the way that they raised me, they would snatch my ass.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, we had two
Last
quick questions.
Okay.
Which non-NBA hooper has the cleanest jump shot that you've seen?
So I answered this question before, and I got a call from Michael B. Jordan because I didn't say it was him. Because he does have a beautiful jump shot, but him, Chris Brown, these guys have such beautiful shots. So if I had to go between Chris Brown and Michael B. Jordan, two guys that aren't NBA players, you know who else had a smooth jumper was Wiz Khalifa.
True.
So
too.
listen to this. When I trained him about a month ago, I'm like, I'm about to train Wiz. I'm really excited, but it's Wiz Khalifa. Like, I seen this guy skating. I see him kickboxing. There's no way he can shoot a basketball.
Yeah.
Bro, his shot was so smooth. So if I have to go with those guys, I gotta go with Chris Brown. Chris Brown has a beautiful jump shot.
All right, Chris Matthews, lethal shooter. Thank you so much for your time,
Thank
dude.
you for having.
You're the man.
We had you. Oh my gosh, it's been a long day, dude. Thank you. I'm gonna go freaking work on my calves.
Yeah.
Maybe do some toe raises tonight.
Let's go.
I don't need to work on anything.
I'm
Well,
motivated.
you're built like a rugby player.
Yeah, that's right. All right.
All right,
That's
thank
a
you.
wrap. Thanks, bro.